Hello everyone, welcome to globaletraining.com. In this video, we'll look at the WC command. WC command is used to determine the number of lines, the number of words, number of bytes, and number of characters in a file. So let us jump in. We will use a few sample files to demo the WC command. When you run the WC command with no options and by passing the file name, it will display you three numbers followed by the file name. So it's a 4-column format. The first column or the first number gives you the number of lines in the file. The second one, the number of words in that file. And the third one is the number of bytes in that file. Now, if you were to run the same command with multiple file names, the output will be a little bit different, but it follows the same format. The only difference is that you have a total line at the bottom. Now you can also use asterisk sign, which would, pretty much perform WC command against every file within your working directory. Now let us look at some of the options. So the WC command -L and the file name will give you the number of lines in the file, just one number. WC -W will give you the number of words in the file. Next, WC space -C will give you number of bytes in the file. Next, if you do WC space -M will give you number of characters in the file. Now, one of the interesting things is WC space -L will give you the length of the longest line within the file. So that tells us that there is one line within that file that is 43 character long. Let's look at the file. Cat animals. So the first line here, this must be 43 characters. So that's the use of -L. Okay, now that we looked at the command and the options and kind of got a feel of the command, now what is the practical application? Now how do we apply? So let's say, for example, you're working with the PS command for researching something, depending on the project or the process that you're dealing with. Let's say I would like to look at the genome, any line that has a genome within the PS space -EF output. Let me run it. So looks like I have some lines in there. Next, what I want to do is I want to count them. So I can do WC space -L, which will give you the number of lines. That means I have 10 entries in the process table. Now that is not correct, because when you do grep, it will actually include a grep line in there, so you'll have to filter that out. So to correct that, what you need to do is grep genome and do grep -v grep, then you do WC -L, it will go one down, just 9. So you can pass that, say for example, let me do this. Let me give you one more example. Let's say I want to go into etc directory and do this -L here. Let's say I want to just do grep update, so 4, which you can do WC -L. That means you can tell that we have 4 files in there that has a grep within the name. Well, that's it in this video. I hope you learned something about the WC command, and I will see you in the next video.